Hello, guys. This is Shar. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Now, yes, you see the thumbnail, you see the title. It is Love and Marriage Detroit. Now, look, y'all not watching Love and Marriage Huntsville no more. It's probably a matter of days, weeks, months where Love and Marriage Huntsville could be getting canceled. Even though I've never, to this day, I've never heard Mel say that she wanted her show to go off. Now, she can't stand half the people on there because half the people shady and against her, but never have I ever heard her say she didn't want her show. She got a lot of other streams of income and all that stuff, but I have never heard her say she was ready for the show to be history. But anyway, with the numbers, it could be getting canceled. We got to talk about other stuff, y'all. We got to talk about other stuff. Now, let's try to give Love and Marriage Detroit a chance. Just like I've tried to give Love and Marriage DC a chance. And honestly, I kind of got into it last season a little bit more than the first season. Okay? And they're coming back as well. They're coming back too. I just don't know when. But so anyway, jump right in. Brandon and Christina, which I consider them like the Mel and Martell in terms of they are like the main couple or whatever. Right? So Brandon goes over to Christina's spot. I guess they gave up their condo high rise in the city of Detroit, downtown Detroit, because she was in some other little spot that had a screen door or whatever. Okay. He comes over with his laundry. Now they are separated. And I don't know if it's legal, like if they went to their attorneys or anything, but they are physically living apart. She obviously got another spot. Old boy went home to his mama. Okay, so he comes over with his laundry. They kind of start getting into the conversation about their marriage or lack thereof. And Brandon basically says, God told me to come back. What? Brandon, no woman wants to hear that God told you to come back. A woman wants to hear you say, I still love you. I'm back because I love you. I came back because I care. I came back because I want this to work. I came back because I can't live without you. Something to that effect. We don't want to hear, even though we love God, but we don't want to hear you say God told you to come back. Like that's the only reason, because this is the right thing to do because we have kids. That's how I took it. Not because you really love her and really want to be there. But hey, now that we have found out that he only asked her hand in marriage because he wanted to hit. And why did Christina accept when she knew she didn't even know the guy that well? Y'all don't love each other. And that explains a lot. Because I've never thought that they were that they act like they were in love with each other or in a happy marriage. Now we see why. These two don't even really love each other. Real talk, in my opinion. They don't. I don't see no PDA. She don't look at him like she's looking at Jesus. And he don't look at her like he's just drip drop in love with her. He just don't. And she don't look at him like that either. Have y'all ever seen Tiny look at T.I.? That girl looks at T.I. like that man is Jesus of Nazareth. She don't look at Brandon that way. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, she seemed like she always looking at him like she got the teeth suck look. Like she looking at him like, that's how she's always looking at Brandon to me. And because of how they got married or the reason why they got married, that explains a lot. This fool comes over to her spot with his laundry, still needing his laundry done. Tell your mama to do it. Aren't you over here staying with your mom? Tell your mama to do it. She over there making nasty strawberry cupcakes. I don't know if he spit the cupcake out because he did stop over his mom's house to talk or whatever. I don't know if Brandon spit the cupcake out because it was store-bought and he was expecting it to be homemade or because it was actually factually nasty. I don't know. But anyway, back to Brandon and Christina. They were over there talking, She told him basically that she cannot do the emotional roller coaster with Brandon anymore as it relates to their relationship. You're going to have to let her know you love her and show her, Brandon. And the reciprocation of that, Brandon is saying, Christina, in order for me to show you I love you truly, is you got to stop acting like I'm your project, like you're trying to make me better, like you're trying to bring me up to a certain level. Love me who I am, what I am, right here, right now. Quit trying to make me do this and do that and do this and do this and go that way in this direction and this direction so I can be on the level or acceptable for what you wanted your husband to be, so to speak. So that's what they're battling with, which those are major issues. Major issues. So I don't know, maybe they should go to therapy, marriage counseling, because I don't know if they can get through those type of issues. Just, I mean, they may be able to do it on their own, but those are serious issues in a marriage. And in order to get through those type of issues, y'all definitely got to love each other. Can't just be there for the kids. You can't just be there for the kids. But anyway, I guess because she started crying in his arm, he went and grabbed her and said it was going to be okay. She's not an actress to my knowledge. She doesn't have any acting experience to my knowledge to be able to just cry on cue. So, I guess it's real. I guess she's really, really bothered and hurt by this, and she's tired. Because that's what she kept saying. She's tired. She's tired. She's just tired. She's tired. He's not listening. She's tired. She's tired, Brandon. You got to show her something. Show and improve, okay? So, moving on from that, I'll go to Kobe and Russell. For some reason, I like Russell. I think he's cute. He's handsome. He's not like Idris Elba fine, but he's handsome. However, he's getting too big. Okay, now he went ahead and got this damn gym that he basically decided he was going to buy a gym, negotiated, and did all this stuff without his wife permission. Not permission, but she wanted to be included. And Colby, she doesn't realize that you are just a stay-at-home mom. She's an influencer or whatever. And so is Christina, but she's just a stay-at-home influencer that's cute, having some couple of kids. They live in the suburbs. I think they live in Canton, Michigan, I think. When they pull up to their house, that's what neighborhood, that's what it looks like. I'm not sure. But that's what it looks like. But she's just a stay-at-home mom, and she's cute. And her husband, Russell, takes care of all the bills. He bought her a nice big Escalade, and she doesn't realize that she's not a part of the decision making. You're not a part of the decision making, Colby. Realize that, girl. Realize that. He's not going to include you. He's just not. Anyway, so they went to the doctor's office to get a check, an ultrasound. They don't want to know the sex. Colby expresses that she has extreme anxiety and sadness about the possibility of having another girl. She didn't really want to have a second baby, but it happened. They're there now. But yes, the thought of having another girl is even more disparaging for her. She's not with it. Okay. She is not jealous. I won't say jealous, but she's, envious of her daughter's relationship with the husband. She's daddy's little girl, and it's always like daddy and mommy open up their arms to her. So I guess the little girl gonna always go to her daddy first, I guess. And the mom notices that, and she just wants that type of bond, type of thing with a kid, and she can only get that with a boy, because boys are like that with their moms, I guess that's her thing. But whatever it is, she is truly, truly down in the dumps about it. This girl almost cried a river without crying. She reminded me almost of the lady. Did you guys see the movie Get Out? When that maid lady, she was up there in that room, and she was in the window, and she was like acting like she wanted to cry but couldn't. You could see that she wanted to cry but she couldn't cry, or nothing was coming out, and she had that one itty bitty little tear. That's what Colby was giving me. I mean, not scary and weird looking, but just like she really wanted to bust out crying but just didn't. because she's really disgusted that she is having another girl. She really wanted the boy. And, I kind of know how she feels a little bit, because I think I would have been sad too had I had a girl when I had my son. When I had my son, which was my firstborn, I really wanted a boy. And that was because I just felt like, oh my God, I wasn't real young when I had him, but I just was like, I don't feel like being bothered with a girl right now. It's so much with girls, their hair, the barrettes, the different hairstyles, getting it to grow, the maintenance of the hair, all the clothes that girls have. They have the regular clothes, pants, shirts, tutus, and girls is just so high maintenance. For real, the purses and the little handbags and the different dolls and the doll houses and the cars. And girls is just so high maintenance. It's so much for girls. You get a pair of black pants, blue jean pants, light blue, dark blue, white, couple of few shirts, blue, black, red, green, a couple of plaid ones, a few turtlenecks, couple of cords, some gym shoes, some pair of boots. A boy is good. As long as he ain't growing out of them, my boy is good. You got to get haircuts. But, at least when my son was a little younger, haircuts went up by $8. 15 at the most. So, it's just lower maintenance. And I think, I'm not sure because I didn't have a girl as my first. But I think had I had a girl the first time out when I wanted the boy, I think I would have been a little upset. But, I would have gotten over it or whatever, because when your kids get here, you do love them. But she just looks so torn up. But Russell is happy. He's happy about it or whatever. And this fool had the nerve to say we can start on another one in 6 months. Who wants to go through that shit in 6 months, Russell? That shit is a lot. And she already seemed like she don't like being pregnant. She gets tired a lot. She just seemed miserable. And it might be because deep down inside, she kind of knew that she was going to have a girl for some reason or whatever. And she did. Anyway, moving on to Toya and Anthony. Toya is, they say, a doctor. I believe she's a chiropractor. And don't nobody know what the hell Anthony does. Just like Brandon said in season 1. Nobody knows what you do, Brandon. What the hell do you do for income? Seriously, we ain't talking about these little extracurricular little things you got going on, like that fake Million Man March when it wasn't nothing but 7 of y'all. And 5 or 4 out of the 7 was the guys from the show. And one of them was Marceau. Marceau came down there. I think he was cool with Anthony. Or is he cool with Bravo? I'm not sure. But anyway, nobody knows what Anthony does yet for actual income. The actual income that he's bringing into the household to help keep the household going. We don't know. Toya has this thing with Christina. And the jury is still out with Christina. Seriously, because I like her, but I kind of hated the way she played. I kind of hated the way she played Colby. Colby is like the little sister. Colby looks up to Christina or whatever, I guess because they're both influencers, and she kind of likes her style and everything or whatever. That's what I get from Colby as it relates to Christina. I think Christina got pissed off because Colby ended up speaking with that company that they wanted to do business with, which is Glamaholic, I think. Oh no, is it Harper Ray? The company Harper Ray, the store, the retailer, or whatever. It was one of them. I'm not sure. And she was like, oh, well, Christina wanted to work with me too. And it was almost like the lady was like, oh, you guys put something together and we could all work together. And I kind of see Christina's point. Like, I'm an influencer as well. I reached out to the company. I would like to do something with the company. Just me. My brand with your brand. I can't help it because someone else called and we happen to know each other. And now you want to group us all together and let's all do something together. No, that's not what I envisioned. You know what I mean? And the Kobe girl, it seemed like she was like, oh, really? I didn't know she called you to do something. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'll call her and see. She was kind of almost all game to do something as a total group like that. And there's nothing wrong with that either. But that's not what Christina wanted to do. And I think Christina got mad about it, because we never saw or heard anything about what panned out from that. Like, did they do something as a group, or did they still do something separately, or was all bets off? Nothing happened. You know what I mean? We don't know. They never followed up with that. But I feel like Christina kind of got mad with Colby and kind of pushed her off, like kind of stopped dealing with her, because she definitely didn't call her, because that is what Kobe's continuously saying, that the girl just never called her back, and she was mad about it. So, and that's kind of wrong, because but I also blame the company. It's like, dude, I'm not trying to do something with you and another influencer. I'm trying to do something with just me as the influencer and your company. She wants to do something with you guys separately. So, we're two separate entities. We don't do anything together. You know what I mean? If I call Gucci, don't tell, and the Gucci man answered the phone, I hope he wouldn't say, oh, yeah, get with the other influencer and y'all come up with something together. We can all work together. No. So, yeah, that was just a semi-mess. But, where was I at? Oh, I was talking about Kobe, and I was talking about Toya. Toya basically has this thing for Christina, because she kind of thinks Christina moves foul and not a good friend. And I do say that the jury is still out with Christina too, for me, because I feel like she kind of played Kobe a little bad on that. She could have handled her a little different. And see, but now she's crawling back to her a little bit, because she needs someone close to talk to, because she is going through something with her husband, and she needs an ear. And Kobe was like, girl, I can't do it. Get somebody else to do it, because I can't, because I'm already stressed about this pregnancy, and you ain't about to play me to the left while I'm already stressed. So she gave her the cold shoulder. So she's getting a little bit of taste of her own medicine. So yeah, that was good for Kobe for standing up for herself. You can't just come crawling back to me when you ready to talk, girl. But anyway, so Toya, she's starting to see a different side of Christina too, I guess. And to remedy that, she brought on one of Christina's enemies. And it's not really an enemy, but just a chick that she don't get along with no more. And we get a full scope of them not getting along with each other when the group goes to I think his name is Bravo on the show. They're new to the show as well, him and his wife. I said that last year. Y'all might as well bring them two on, because it's so boring. Why not? You know what I mean? So we'll see what they bring to the table. The wife seems extremely boring. I hate to say it, but she does, or whatever. And then, she don't wear no makeup. Girl, you're on a national television show. Put some color about your face, girl. But so they go to, I think it's Bravo's club or nightclub or lounge or whatever he has, called District 76. Never seen it, never heard of it. That don't mean nothing though. It's not just because I live in Detroit don't mean I heard of every single thing in place or whatever. But yeah, so they have a dinner there or whatever. It's a milestone. I guess they've been open for a little bit of a minute. And yeah, so they come walking in. After everybody gets there, they come in. It was a shock to Brandon and Christina. Christina was looking like, what? And so, yeah, they basically have it out. They were kind of just yelling and talking over each other. It was all about another incident where happened a few years ago, 10 years ago, I think, or something to that sort, where they were all in a group setting. Some of Christina's friends said to the Dubais, I can't think of the girl's first name, and I don't even know if I'm pronouncing their last name correctly. Sorry if I'm pronouncing their name incorrectly, but the Dubos or something, I don't know. But anyway, the new lady, some of Christina's friends was kind of roasting the new lady about her phone. She had an Android, and so did her husband. And the person was like, "Ooh, y'all both like mediocre things," or something to that sort. And it's like, oh my God, who even said that? Like, that is so childish in high school. Not even high school. Elementary school. Like, grown-ass women saying stuff like that. That is really foul. But the lady expected for Christina to say something like, oh my God, y'all, why would y'all say that? That's rude. That's mean. And I think Christina could have said that. I think she could have said something. She could have been like, oh my God, that's so rude. And if she didn't want to do that, she could have went up to the friend and was like, girl, I am so sorry they said that. I don't know why. That's childish. You know, who says that at this grown age or something? I kind of agree with that. Like, I would have wanted or wished my friend would have kind of addressed it and said something, unless she didn't really care for that friend and like the other friend better or something. I don't know. But they were going back and forth yelling, not really yelling real loud, but they were kind of talking over each other. And Toya, the chiropractor, was kind of just sitting back like, she was acting like she wasn't all in, but she was, because she kind of wants something like this to happen because she cannot stand Christina at this point. So, yeah. That is the show, y'all. Basically, that's in a nutshell. That's the show. I don't have anything to say about Bravo and his wife. I think her name is Lakita. And the only reason I remember that is because when it came on, I remember the name. And I have a close friend named Lakita. But I believe that's how you pronounce it, I think. But Lakita, I'm going to need you to put some color about your face, girl. You're on national television, okay? I mean, you okay looking and all of that without it, but you need color. Y'all need color. Y'all need some color about your face. Y'all walking around looking like nuns, okay? But anyway, so you guys drop down in the comments if you choose. Tell me what you think. Comment on some of the things that I'm saying. Again, we got to talk about other stuff, y'all, other than Love and Marriage Huntsville, because the way it's looking, y'all about to put Huntsville out of business. So like the video, subscribe, hit your notifications, and until next time, guys, ciao.